We're all planners, right? We've got our careers mapped out, our holidays booked, heck, even our weekly grocery lists are sorted. But what about the stuff we can't plan for? Well, that's what we're going to get into. We'll look at how you can build a real financial shield against life's biggest curveballs to protect the people you love and the future you're working so hard to build for them.
All right, let's kick things off with a question that, well, it might just keep you up at night. You're doing the right thing, putting money away for your kids' education. That's fantastic. But here's the kicker. Is it actually going to be enough? See, the cost of education isn't just going up, it's literally accelerating.
And boom, this is where you can really see the problem. I mean, we all feel the pinch of regular inflation, right? But just look at the difference with education. It's playing in a whole different league, sometimes even hitting double digits. What that means is every single year, that savings goal for your child's future, it just gets bigger and bigger.
So, how in the world do you fight back against that kind of runaway cost? You need a pretty special kind of tool, right? Something that's not just a shield for your family today, but also an investment in their future. When you boil it all down, life insurance is really just a simple promise. It's a contract, sure, but what it's really saying is, I've got your back, no matter what. You make these regular payments, and in return, you're locking in a financial safety net for your family, just in case you're not there to provide for them yourself.
Okay, so who exactly needs this promise? The answer might actually surprise you. Because there's this huge common myth floating around about life insurance that we really need to tackle head on. You hear it all the time, right? If you don't earn a paycheck, you don't need life insurance. But that way of thinking, wow, it completely misses a massive, often invisible economic contribution that's absolutely vital to keeping a family going. And this right here, this just nails it. Think about it. A homemaker is basically the CEO of the household. They're managing everything, logistics, childcare, finances, you name it. The sheer cost to hire someone to do all that work, it would be enormous. And that's exactly why protecting that role is just as critical. I mean, just think about it for a second. What if the primary caregiver in your family was suddenly gone? You'd have to start paying for childcare, right? For someone to manage the house, to do all that logistical heavy lifting that keeps a family on track. The cost of replacing those so-called invisible contributions would be huge. That's why protecting this role is absolutely essential for a family's financial stability. So, okay, what's actually in it for you? Let's stop thinking of life insurance as just some single, boring product. Instead, think of it like a multi-tool, a really versatile financial toolkit that's designed to solve a bunch of different problems, from immediate protection all the way to long-term wealth building. First up, and this is the most critical part, is pure protection. This is the financial cushion that jumps in to replace lost income, to wipe out outstanding debts, to make sure the school fees are still paid, and to just keep the lights on. It's what ensures that a personal tragedy doesn't turn into a full-blown financial catastrophe. And yet, get ready for this, because it's a pretty startling fact. For something so completely essential, only about a third of Indians actually have a basic term insurance plan. That's a massive protection gap. It means millions and millions of families are left totally exposed to financial disaster. But it's not just about the safety net. On top of that, life insurance is a really smart financial tool. I'm talking significant tax advantages, both on the premiums you pay and on the money your family receives. Plus, some plans can actually help you build wealth over the long haul, kind of forcing you into a disciplined savings habit that really pays off down the road. Now, for a goal as important as your child's education, there are some pretty cool features, like this one. It's called a waiver of premium rider, and honestly, it's a total game changer. Here's what it does. If you get critically ill or become disabled and can't work, your policy doesn't just stop. Nope. The insurance company actually starts making the payments for you, making sure the money for your child's future is still 100% guaranteed. Okay, this all sounds great, I get it, but where do you even begin? I know choosing a policy can seem super overwhelming, but don't worry. We can break it all down into 4 simple, manageable steps. All right, here's your roadmap. It's pretty straightforward. Step 1, take a look at your life right now. What's your situation and what are your big goals? Step 2, figure out how much coverage you actually need. A good rule of thumb is to aim for about 10 to 15 times your annual income. Then you compare different plans and premiums. And finally, and this is super important, you check the insurer's track record. And trust me, that last step is absolutely critical. You need to pay very close attention to this one number, the claim settlement ratio.
This tells you the percentage of claims the insurer actually pays out. I mean, a policy is completely worthless if they don't keep their promise, right? So you want to look for a ratio that's consistently above 95%. That's your gold standard for reliability.
But, let's step back from all the numbers and the policy features for a second. What is all this really about? Because the single most important benefit, well, it has nothing to do with money.
At the end of the day, this is all about one thing: peace of mind. It's that incredible, invaluable feeling you get from knowing that you've done everything in your power to protect the people you love. It actually lets you live more freely today because you know you've already taken care of tomorrow.
Look, this is so much more than just a financial decision. It's a way to take all that love and responsibility you feel and turn it into a solid, lasting promise. It's how you transform worry into security. So the only question left to ask is, have you secured their tomorrow today?